Hey guys, it's Tom here from Crypto Life Inc. and Team Generous. Today I'm back at you guys with another video. Today we're going to look at Pixios, we're going to look at what they're doing, and then we're going to have a brief look at their staking system and their minting system and how you can generate dividends from the Pixios system and the Paint EOS game that's coming out soon. So remember to like and subscribe, and let's get right into it, guys. Alrighty, good morning to you all, guys. So let's jump right in. So this is Pixios. There's the URL. I'll leave all these in the description. And just remember, it's not financial advice, guys. Do your own research. I'm doing mine, and this is it. So what is Pixios? So let's have a, first of all, the comment that I want to make is this is by far the best site. So I just want to scroll through. You can have a look. Look at the graphics on this. Best cryptocurrency site I've seen for ages. And it's all symmetrical. Generous is there. Just got to point that out, guys. Shameless self-promotion. Yeah, so look at this. That's just hectic. Look at these GIFs going about. Yeah, so even the animations are on point. So everything's animated nicely. Everything fits well. So that's pretty good to see. Their design is definitely on point, especially when they're in the art gamification platform industry. So they're the first art gamification platform on the EOS blockchain, and they will be using this token to help and enable artists to promote tokenized ownership and monetize their content. If you want to check out their white paper, this is it. I won't go into this. I almost killed myself looking at this. I think this is the only thing that I couldn't handle as part of their design. Everything else was alright, but this just kind of killed me. No offense, guys, but I just couldn't read through that. I did read through most of it, though. But there is a good article here, which is certainly readable. And this is about their staking system, and it runs through exactly what Pixios is as well. But for the purposes of this, I'll just explain how the game works and how their model works, their token system, briefly. So I'm not going to go into too much detail. Bloody phone's vibrating, going nuts. Stop talking to me, guys. I'm busy recording. So here it is. So let's dive right in. So look, to explain this simply, we don't really need to look at this as of yet. But basically, they're creating this first game, which is where the staking and all the dividends and whatnot are going to be important. So with Pixios Paint is going to be the first game. And if you recall some of the other EOS painting games, what happens is you can buy EOS, or you already have EOS, hopefully. Buy EOS, guys, not financial advice. So you already have EOS, and then you draw and you purchase pixels, and then you get, and then that's the minting process. So when you actually draw, you need to have you get Pixios. You draw with your EOS, sorry, and then you have Pixios mined to you. So that's the minting process. So every time you draw, you get Pixios, their token, and then their token can be used to stake the in the staking contracts. And when you stake the Pixios, you get dividends based off their token model. So this is what we're going to look at now. So staking, what is it? So stake your Pixios, get Pixios dividends and EOS airdrops. So that's pretty cool. Let me see if I can quickly find a percentage here over the course. I'll let you guys read this in your own leisure. Just for the purposes of speed, I will just gloss over it. So two important aspects. If you want EOS gains and profit while you have fun on the Pixios platform, this is the place for you. So, okay, this just mentions and references the Paint game, Pixios Paint, right? So you're going to have Scatter or one of these mobile wallets to be able to connect to this game. That's fairly standard. Right, so here we go. So I've already explained minting again. I'll just recap. So Paint with EOS, right? Just in case I explained a bit confusingly before. Here it is. Paint with EOS. You get your Pixios, and that's how it works, right? So everyone who paints with Pixios on the Pixios Paint canvas is entitled Special Bonuses. Now that sounds nice and enticing. So what are they? And they're also multiple bonuses. So now these are some multiple bonuses. So there's a lot of bonuses. That it sounds a bit overwhelming, but I'll explain them to you. So a Patreon bonus is each time a pixel is purchased, a portion of the transaction is distributed to accounts of all previous pixel buyers. So that's pretty cool. So that's all time as well. So if you've ever bought a pixel before, look at it as a transaction tax on any other purchases that happen in the future. So you get a proportion of that. And each pixel you paint entitles you to a proportion of the Patreon bonus. So that's pretty cool. So when you paint a pixel, you also get a proportion of that Patreon bonus, and that's all time. So I'm assuming that's cumulative. If you really want to find out the numbers, go into the white paper. Here are some numbers. I haven't even looked at them. I don't want to kill myself. I'll let you guys look at them if you want. Otherwise, this article I feel is perfectly fine unless you really want to figure out how much you can make in Pixios or EOS from their mining processes or their bonus incentives. So this is the all-time one. I've already covered that. They also have a 24-hour Patreon bonus, which is cool. So it's kind of like a loyalty program. It's good to see that these guys have, they've arranged it pretty much like one anyway. But it's good to see that there's different marketing techniques being employed into EOS games, and this is one of them. So that's pretty exciting to see. We also have Pixios referrals. This is pretty standard. Most of these dApps and gaming dApps will have referral programs these days. And then you have Pixios Paint Pot. So the pot will be distributed to all players who purchased a pixel in the past 24 hours. So this is more of a 24-hour thing. So again, slightly different to this, I think, or might be the same. That I need to verify or look into a bit more closely. So this is where it gets a little bit confusing too. You've got 24-hour Patreon bonus, and then you've got 24-hour pot bonus, right? Anyway, so I actually went and asked Fred from Pixios what the hell I was explaining about when I was talking about Patreon, 24-hour pot, and the what's it called? The paint pot, right? So here's his explanation. 24-hour Patreon, so Patreon pot, can't even say that word, is directly related to the pixel's individual action of getting your pixel data. So getting your pixel painted over by another player. The 24-hour pot is based on the total volume of the game. Both are distributed to the players that have played in the last 24 hours. So they're both distributed in 24 hours. We've got that. But the paint pot is only about the volume. And obviously you need that threshold of 150,000 tokens. The Patreon bot is just about the past history of your pixel from what it's described here. So it is directly related to pixel's individual action, right? So, is it painted on? Who paints over it by another player? That is the relationship there. So hopefully that makes it a lot more clear what the 24-hour Patreon and paint pots actually do. They are really pushing this staking incentive to the users in the first 6 months. So you can see some other points is they're going to drop, in the first 6 months, they're going to drop 10 million Pixios distributed daily to stakers. So that's pretty huge. If you're looking at around 1 to 3% Pixios dividend, depending on how many players, how many people are staking. So that's pretty cool. So you could really get an ROI there just by getting some Pixios and staking it, at least for the first 6 months. And then they've also got on top of that 25% of Pixios Paint, EOS profits, and all subsequent Pixios platforms will be airdropped weekly to Pixios holders. So, there's additional airdrop right there. So you get Pixios and EOS, right? So that's how you get both these tokens. So that's pretty cool. So you get that, and then you get the 1 to 3% daily, what's it called? What's that? Interest. Yeah, daily interest, right? That's how they usually call it, and that's pretty good. That's not too bad per day. And that's my little recap of Pixios and how their staking and minting system works. Do leave some comments in the description if you have any, not in the description below, if you have any questions. I will be covering how to stake your Paxios in my next video when they've released it. And then till then, just tune in for the next one, guys, and remember to like and subscribe and ring that bell, and I will see you guys in the next video. Ciao.